But before anything else, let me introduce our topic. This is dangerous cargoes. Dangerous cargoes, also known as hazardous materials or HAMZAP, are substances or articles that pose risk to health, safety, and environment during transportation. They are categorized into 9 classes based on their specific properties and characteristics. Each requires specialized handling, storage, and transport. Number 1 example, exclusive. Description: substances or article capable of rapid chemical transportation, combustion or detonation, with the release of heat and gas causing destruction. Characteristic: mass explosion hazard, projection hazard, fire hazard. Example: TNT, dynamite, fireworks, ammunition. Handling requirements: special packaging, strict control of transport condition, trained personnel, and isolation from ignition sources.
Number 2 example, gases. Description: substances that are gaseous at normal temperatures and pressures, or are compressed, liquefy, or dissolve under pressure. Characteristics: can be flammable, non-flammable, non-toxic, or toxic. Risk include fire explosion, asphyxiation, and high pressure. Examples: propane, helium, chlorine, ammonia. Handling requirements: specialized cylinders or tanks, appropriate valves and piping, and protective equipment. Number 3 example, flammable liquids. Description: liquids that easily ignite at relatively low temperature when exposed to an ignition source. Characteristic: low flash point can cause fire and explosions. Examples: gasoline, ethanol, acetone, diesel fuel. Handling requirements: hermetic packaging, adherence to temperature regulation, and specialized safety equipment.
The fourth one example is flammable solids, substances liable to spontaneous combustion, substances which in contact with water emit flammable gases. This class is further divided into 3 subclasses. First one is flammable solids. Description: solid materials that readily ignite from external ligation sources. Example is friction, heat, or can cause fire through friction. Example is sulfur, matches, or certain polymers. The second one is substances liable to spontaneous combustion. Description: substances that are prone to self-ignition when exposed to air or moisture without an external ignition source. Example: white phosphorus, some metal organic compounds. Third one is substances which in contact with water emit flammable gases. Description: substances that react with water to produce flammable gases that can ignite. Example is calcium carbide or magnesium. Handling requirements: specialized packaging, isolation from ignition sources, and protection from moisture, air as appropriate. The fifth example is oxidizing substances and organic peroxides. This class is divided into 2 subclasses. First one is oxidizing substances. Description: substances that, while not necessarily combustible themselves, can cause or contribute to the combustion of other materials by yielding oxygen. Example: nitrates, bleach, or some fertilizers. The second one is organic peroxides. Description: organic compounds that contain the vivalent OH structure and are thermally unstable. They can undergo exothermic self-accelerating decomposition. Example is hydrogen peroxide solution. Handling requirements for class 5 is require separation from flammable substances during transport, specialized packaging, and temperature control.
The sixth example, toxic and infectious substances. This class is divided into 2 subclasses, signed by Doroy. Example 1, toxic substances. Description: substances that can cause death or serious injury or harm human health inhaled, swallowed, or absorbed through skin contact. Example: cyanides, pesticides, arsenic compounds, methanol. The second samples, infectious substances. Description: substances not reasonably expected to contain pathogens, microorganisms, viruses, rickettsiae, parasites, fungi that can cause disease in human or animals. Examples, medical waste, example container, biosis, handling requirements for classic strict control or hermetic sealing, use of warning signs, specialized packaging, protective clothing, and specialized containers.
Reductive material, description materials containing radionuclides where the activity, concentration, and total activity exceed specified limits, emitting ionizing radiation characteristic can cause circular damage, mutations, and cancer. Example, uranium, radiomedical, isotopes, nuclear waste, handling requirements, transport in special containers with radiation shielding labels, safety equipment, and trained personnel.
And this is number 8 example, corrosive substances. Description: substances that by chemical action will cause severe damage when in contact with living tissue, or in the case of leakage, will materially damage or even destroy other fluid or the means of transport. Characteristic: destroy tissue, metals, and other materials upon. And the last example is miscellaneous dangerous substances. Is present hazard not covered by other classes, environmental or operational hazard. Example, lithium batteries, asbestos, marine pollutants.